Check, check. All right, cool. Let's try one off the dome with some commentary. Diatonic extensions, how can we use them to maybe break out of our pentatonic box and play over changes? So I'm going to be looking at how to use diatonic chord extensions. We'll do it in the key of G and how we can apply them to leads. So let's take two simple pentatonic patterns and we'll see how we can apply them to these arpeggios. So let's go with some really popular ones. Here's one from Good Times, Bad Times. So that's a simple one. We're just going up 3 notes in E minor pentatonic, up 1 more note, and down 3 from there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we do that for every string. So that'll be our first pattern, and then we'll do a pentatonic pattern descending now that's pretty similar. So we're going to descend through E minor pentatonic, 3 notes, go back up 1, and then we're going to repeat that 6-note pattern for each string. So we'll see how we can apply those two to some shapes we're going to create out of the diatonic extensions. So for our 1 chord, we can go root, 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, 3rd, 5th, and then the 13 there to break up your standard sweep arpeggio shape. Right? Now let's try and make that a 2-note per string pattern, so it feels like the pentatonic scale, so we can outline the 1 chord with some extensions and use the same pattern that we would feel comfortable doing in the pentatonic scale. So if we look at this, that's our 1 chord, 1, 3, 5, 7, and let's make it 2 notes per string with the extensions. So we could go major 7, root, 3rd, 5th, major 7th, root, 9th, 3rd, 5th, 13th. That gives us this. So if I want to outline the 1 chord with something a little spicier, we're gonna just take those patterns. We can, whatever pattern you want to use and that you're comfortable with in pentatonic, we can apply it directly to this. So. Right? Now let's look at how we can create those kind of 2-note per string shapes that feel like the pentatonic for all the other chords in the key of G. So for 2, we could go 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7, 9, 11, 5, 13. Let's make it 2 notes per string, so we can go 13th, 5th, 11th, 9th, root, flat 7th. That is the 5th. The lower octave of the 11th, which is the 4th, minor 3rd, root. Cool, let's check out an example for the 3 chord. We can add just the 11th for this one, so we're gonna go root, 3rd, 5th, flat 7th, root, 11th, 5th, flat 7th. That one's kind of already feels like a 2-note per string kind of thing. We're just adding the octave of the 11th down there. Oh. Now, that one's cool. Now for the 4 chord, we're going to add the 9 and the sharp 11. That can imply Lydian. So we have root, 3rd, 5th, major 7th, 9th, sharp 11, 5th, major 7th. That's personally my favorite. So now to make it 2 notes per string, so we can outline that chord and feel like we're playing in the pentatonic scale, or at least close to it, we're going to go 7th, 5th, sharp 11th, 9th, root 7th, 5th, sharp 4, lower octave of the sharp 11th, major 3rd, root. Cool, we'll go down here, down the octave for the 5 chord. It's going to be D dominant in this key. So here we got root, 3rd, 5th, flat 7th, 9, major 3rd, 5th, 13. Now if we were to put that on 2 notes per string, that would be 13th, 5th, major 3rd, 9th, root, flat 7th, 5th, 3rd, root, flat 7th. Or we could go, when we do 9th, lower octave, the 2 to the root. Now for the 6th chord, we're going to add in the 9th and the 11th there. So that's going to be E minor 7th, 9, 11. So 2 notes per string would feel like this or look like this. Flat 7th, 5th, 9th, 11th, 9th, root, flat 7th, 5th, the 4th, lower octave of the 11th, minor 3rd, root. And lastly, we'll do the 7th chord. That is F sharp minor 7 flat 5 in this key. Here's our arpeggio. Starting again with the kind of normal standard altered 5-string sweep shape. So 2 notes per string, that would look like this. Flat 13th, 5th, 11th, minor 3rd, root, flat 7th, flat 5, 4th, lower octave of the 11th, minor 3rd, root. I really like to use that one to imply Locrian when there's a substituted 2 chord, like a 2 chord but dominant. That's a really cool sound. And remember, you can use any pentatonic pattern, anything you feel comfortable playing in the standard pentatonic shape, but now apply it to these 2 chord diatonic extension arpeggios so you can practice breaking out of your pentatonic box while also trying to play over changes.
you.